my life color. You give my life color, color, color. You give my life color, color. Give my life color. You give my life color, color, color. You give my life color, color, yeah. Ooh, it's what you do. You give me yellow heights and boring skies. Red, see red. I'm riding violet waves away from yesterday. Feels like I've known you for a lifetime. Give my life color. You give my life color, color, color. You give my life color, color. Give my life color. You give my life color, color, color. You give my life color, color, yeah.
A visit to Capital Reef just isn't complete without going to the Gifford House, a restored farmhouse built in 1908 and occupied until 1969.
The Gifford Farm, situated in the Fruita Valley, is a picturesque oasis in the midst of a desert. It is adorned with apricot, pear, plum, cherry, peach, and apple orchards, and is home to a handful of families who embody the values of Mormonism, frontier spirit, and farming expertise. Recognizing its historical significance, the 200-acre Fruita Rural Historic District has been included in this prestigious National Register of Historic Places.
Something doesn't belong here. I wonder what it could be.
I will tell you some history about the settlement of Fruita. In the 1880s, Mormons established a small settlement of Fruita near the Fremont River and Sulphur Creek. They built irrigation systems to water the pastures and orchards. How self-reliant is that? The families grew apple, pear, peach, and apricot trees, along with berries.
She's just telling you it didn't hit the water. She's just telling you it didn't hit the water. No, it did. Okay.
So in this episode of Squirrelling with Janet, I am going to take you along with me to Capital Reef National Park. And this is the National Park cookbook that I've been going through. I'm preparing to start the videos for Capital Reef and the Fruita area. So pick this gem up, the Gifford House. And if you watch the YouTube video, I'll give you a little bit more history of that. But this happens to be a recipe in there. So strawberry rhubarb pie filling seems to be timely, as strawberries and rhubarbs are in. All right, prepping. We need to cut the strawberries up. We need 2 1/4 cups of sliced strawberries, and we need 2 1/4 cups of rhubarb cut into 1/2-inch slices. Stop it. All right, to make the filling, the pie filling, you add water, a 1/2 cup of sugar, oh boy, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Excuse my hand. And 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. There we go. And you bring to a boil over medium heat, stirring frequently. And you cook until the sauce is thickened for about 2 to 3 minutes. Look at that, bubbling already. Smells so good. The cinnamon smells awesome. You add the strawberries. I might have put in more than 2 1/4 cups, but I used what I had. I didn't want them to go bad. And the rhubarb. And you simmer for 5 to 7 minutes. There is a footnote. This depends on how soft you prefer your fruit. You don't want them to, you just want them to soften slightly. You don't want them to get too mushy. Otherwise, you get jelly or jam. This filling, by the way, smells amazing. All right, now I'm going to go back to the beginning and make the pie crust, because now we have our filling ready to go. I'm going to make a pie crust. I haven't done this in years. I've just been buying it store-bought. But now, you know what? When you're trying to do a Gifford House Fruita pie, you got to make the pie crust. Let's try it. All right, for the double pie crust, we need 2 1/2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, some sugar, some shortening, and a cup of ice water. I don't know if this is anything different, but we're going to try it. The flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, the 2 tablespoons of sugar, and we're going to mix that up and then add the shortening. This is why we call this squirreling with Janet, because while I was in there making a pie, hey Kennedy, this guy was hanging up. You stay? Was hanging up this new flag, and check this out. New light shades. Woohoo! Now we're looking into replacing the blinking overhead lights. So the next step is to sprinkle the ice water over the dry mixture and knead into a I have done. This ball now gets divided into 2 because it's going to be a double pie crust. And then you're supposed to wrap it up for at least 30 minutes or overnight. Mine's going to be overnight, so we'll. And I'm not getting all fancy on you guys by wearing the pearls. First of all, it is June, so it is the birthstone of June. However, I was at a funeral today, so figured I'd fancy it up and keep it going. June Cleaver, here I come. All right, it's the next day and we're back. We have refrigerated our dough for 24 hours, like they said. Our filling has been refrigerated as well. And we're ready to roll it out and get it in the pie plate. This is funny. Do you hear the train in the background? I should start singing. I hear a train a-coming. Not the prettiest looking crust in the world, but remember, in the past, the uglier the crust, the more yummier it tasted. We'll see. All right, not so bad for a crust that I haven't made homemade for about probably 20 years. All right, so you're supposed to score it 4 times, which I've already done, and then you're supposed to sprinkle it with brown sugar. Doesn't say how much, but can't go wrong with a little brown sugar now, can you? All right, the oven has been preheated to 375. And we're popping the pie in for 55 to 60 minutes. Russell, note to self, there is a tray underneath that drippy pie. And it's done. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing.
Another bite. Blah, 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 blah.
Come on, baby.
You don't want to miss next week's video because, quite frankly, it was our biggest adventure yet.
Come on, baby. You can do it. Ram 3500. Keep it going. One more time, I think you got it. Shit, come on. Make it over. I got some.
I figured that. I didn't work too good.
You were close.
Yeah, close ain't good.
I know.
Back up.
All right, he's going back out. Please don't come forward.
Catch you next time to see how we get out of this jam.